Well, Epic Games might be great because they give away such good games, but their launchers still. They've made a lot of improvement during the past years, but the download speed is still. And if you don't have the right setting, it could look something like this. Well, in this video today, I'll be showing you how you can increase the download speed within the Epic Game Launcher. So if you've got really slow speed when you're downloading games or even just updating games, after watching this video, you'll see huge improvements in your download speed. Alright then, without further ado, let's get started with how you can increase your Epic Games download speed. But to start things off, we'll put a custom command in the Engine.ini file of Epic's Game Launcher. And in order to do that, you can go ahead and click on Windows and R on your keyboard, and then search for %local app data %. Hit enter. So this screen should pop up, and after that you need to click on Epic Game Launcher. Once you're in there, go ahead and click on Saved, Config, Windows, and INI Engine. Now instead of double clicking this, go ahead and right click on this and then click on Edit. Usually it should be empty, just as you saw in my case, but if it's filled with something in your file, just go ahead and delete that and then paste this code that I'm going to be mentioning in the description down below. Now X out of this, right click on the Engine.ini file again, click on Show More Options if you're on Windows 11, click on Properties, and on this screen, what we need to do is change this to read only. What this will do is, whatever changes we've made to this file so far, when we start Epic's game next time, it won't just refresh and make that file empty or just overwrite it. So by making it read only, we'll stop Epic Games from changing this file. Hit apply and then click on OK. Okay, now before moving any further, I just wanted to mention that in the description, I've gone ahead and put in my Discord server's link. What this server will do is, whenever there's a free game launched on various gaming platforms like Epic's Launcher, Steam, you would receive a notification that this game is out for free, so you can go ahead and claim them on your account. Alright, now that we have that out of the way, next thing you need to do is go onto the desktop once again, click Ctrl or Delete to open up Task Manager. You can also hit Ctrl Shift Escape, click on Details, and now search for Epic Game Launcher here. What you need to do is right click here, click on Set Priority, and then make sure it's set to High. Go ahead and click on Change Priority, and we're done with that. Next thing that you need to do is open up your Epic Games Launcher. Go ahead and click on your profile, click on Settings, scroll down, and make sure that Throttle download is enabled and this is set to 0. You can think of Throttle download as an upper limit set by Epic Games on the download so that all your network resources aren't consumed by Epic Games. So just enabling this and changing it to 0 would make sure that the throttling is set to unlimited and there's no sort of download limit set to the download process. Now I'm on a Windows 11 computer, but this should be same on all the other Windows. What you need to do is right click on your start menu and then click on Network Connections. Go ahead and click on Advanced Network Settings. Now this would be different basis the Windows version you're on, but on Windows 11 what you need to do is click on the network that you're connected to. So if you're connected with an Ethernet or you're connected with a Wi-Fi network, you can go ahead and click on it, click on More Adapter Options, Edit, and this screen should pop up. Once you have this, go ahead and search for IPv4 and then click on Properties. Once this screen pops up, what you need to do is change the DNS server that we're currently connected to. Usually it would be set to obtain the DNS server address automatically, but we're going to change it to manually, and we're going to find out what's the best DNS server for our computer or the network that you're on right now. And in order to do that, go ahead and click on the link in the description. It will take you to this website, and what you need to do is scroll down and download this file here. Go ahead and open it up, and it should look something like this. Click on Name Servers, wait for it to initialize the process, and then go ahead and click on Run Benchmark. Wait for the entire process to get over, and I'll be right back with you. Once this is done, go ahead and click on Conclusions and check which DNS servers are working best for you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this and then use this as the DNS server on my end. Go ahead and check if it using this DNS server that shows after the result increases the download speed or not. If not, then I would suggest using Cloudflare's or Google's DNS server, which is actually recommended by the Epic Games themselves. Once you're done with this, you can go ahead and click on OK and then close. Next up, we need to click on the Start menu and search for Device Manager. Alright, once you're on the Device Manager, go ahead and click on Network Adapter, and then you should be searching for your network connection. So if you're using an Ethernet cable, it should be listed somewhere down here, and if you're using like a Wi-Fi, it should say something like a wireless connection. Now in my case, I'm using an Ethernet and a Wi-Fi as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and just click on my Ethernet network adapter, and then right-click on it, click on Update Driver. You can click on Search for updates automatically, but this usually does not return with anything. What I would suggest is go ahead and download something like IOBIT's Driver Booster to update all your network drivers, as the Windows Device Manager can be pretty useless sometimes. Those were the major changes that you needed to make if in case you're receiving slow speed when downloading games from Epic Games Launcher. The next few are optional, but you can still go ahead and do them. Firstly, go ahead and click on the Start menu, search for Command Prompt, and then run it as administrator. Now, if you're facing issues with network and internet fluctuation, you could go ahead and run this command in Command Prompt, and you can actually do this whenever you feel like there is some sort of a network lag. You'll find this code in the description down below, so you don't have to type it out yourself. You can just go ahead and copy and paste that. Next, go ahead and press Windows plus R, and then in this box, search for %local app data %. Hit enter. Go ahead and click on Epic Games Launcher. Go to Saved. Now, if you see something like web cache, go ahead and delete it. But if you have Epic Games open on the background, make sure to close that out first and also remove it from your task manager. Now hit Shift Delete and hit enter. The last thing you should be checking is that you're not connected to a proxy server. For that, go ahead and click on the Start menu, search for Proxy, and click on Proxy Settings. Make sure you're not using a proxy server, because this usually leads to a slow internet connection. Well, those were all the settings that you could be changing to increase the download speed of your Epic Games. Just some general recommendation I would give to you is use an Ethernet connection over a wireless network if you can, because that has significantly increased the speed of download in the past for me as well. And the next recommendation I would give you is using an SSD for your Epic Games Launcher. Although I'm a little skeptical about this, but when you're downloading Epic Games Launcher and installing it, just make sure that you're doing it in an SSD and not a hard drive if you have one installed. There have been numerous reports from Epic Games users where they've mentioned that just having the Epic Games Launcher installed on an SSD has improved their download speed, and it has removed throttling even further. Well, that's about it from my end. If you saw an improvement in the download speed, make sure to comment under this video to let me know how much of speed increase you got. And if you like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you don't want to miss content like this in the future. See you in the next one.